So today's video is about getting answers, about how to be creative with getting answers to questions you might have. I think it's tempting when we have a question to go and ask our friends, people close to us, colleagues maybe, what they would do in our situation, which is fair enough. But it can be quite limiting because it's likely that we associate with people who are similar to ourselves. So if I would ask a question to somebody similar to myself, it's likely I would get an answer similar to the answer that I might come up with myself. So although it's helpful sometimes to have that reflected back, it might also be helpful to have a way to get an answer from somebody that you wouldn't normally associate with. So somebody outside your immediate kind of circles. So something I've done, which is quite an interesting approach, is to imagine that I'm asking the question to a famous person, for example. So maybe somebody who's written a book I've read, maybe a scientist that I learnt about when I was at school, possibly a spiritual leader. It could be absolutely anybody, as long as you've got some knowledge of who that person is. So the way to go about this is just to think of the question and then imagine that you are asking that question to the person that you've chosen, that you would like the answer from, somebody who's very knowledgeable maybe or wise. And then imagine that you're asking that question to that person. And then just completely clear your mind of thoughts and just wait for the answer to come. And whatever comes to mind first, don't dismiss it. Just accept that that is the answer. And then it might seem strange, it might not seem like a direct answer to the question that you've asked, but just trust that that answer is what you need to hear in that moment. And then, you just give that answer some time to percolate, to think over, and to see whether that's something that you can work with. And if nothing else, even if it's not a direct answer to the question you asked, it's just going to provoke your thoughts. So you're going to start thinking about that question that you asked in a different way, from a different perspective. So now we've got another perspective from this person in your imagination that you have asked for an answer. And you've now got something different to work with, hopefully, from what you would have come up with yourself. So if you try this and you find it helpful, or you're interested in trying it, please post a comment. I'd be really interested to hear if anyone gets a good result or some insights from taking this approach.